What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Why We Love PlayStation VR.
Yep.
Sitting across from me this week, well, and every week from now on.
From here on.
The Sofa King himself.
Yes.
Jeremy
Yay.
King.
Although not across from. You guys say across.
Well, I turn and then I go across.
Yes, that's true,
It's
yes.
appropriate for a moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
And next to me, like always, is Brian. Not a baby, though. Not baby photo Brian.
No, that's a whole different story.
Oh, that was like eerie yet cute.
And every week on Why We Love PlayStation VR, we dip into the PSVR archive. We pull out a game at random. We play the crap out of it. We let you know if it's worth your time, if it's been given any love by the developers, any updates, any DLC, any patches.
You never told me it was a game I was supposed to pull out. In this game. Anyways.
What game did we decide to play this week, Jeremy?
Intruders. Hide and seek.
Intruders Hide and Seek from Tessera Studios, released
Yep.
February 13th, 2019. It's a fairly recent one. $19.99.
Yeah.
$20.
Yep.
So what kind of game is Intruders Hide and Seek?
That's like a stealth game, I guess you would call it.
I would call it a stealth game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stealth psychological thriller
sure.
bit, you know?
Definitely throws a wrench in the works by putting
yeah.
you in the shoes of, 10-year-old Ben Richter?
13.
13-year-old Ben Richter?
Which was great because my perspective did not change when I played the game.
You know, I was going to ask you how you felt about, and I wasn't actually thinking about your real height when I was thinking about asking you this question.
Yeah.
But how did it feel? I mean, because obviously this kid is like 4 feet tall.
If that. Yeah, he's he's like me when I was, actually no, I think I was my height now.
You're running around the car in the garage and you're like eye level with a bumper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's rugged.
How does that feel to you in VR?
It was a little awkward. I mean, we'll get into it. There's a lot of things they, in my opinion, did wrong.
Sure.
Didn't get right.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot they did.
Right.
So perspective-wise, it was definitely a little awkward.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will say right off the bat that I liked the perspective.
Okay.
Because they wanted you to feel like a kid.
Yeah.
And a powerless kid at that.
Yeah.
At no point in this game do they give you a gun and go and say, hey, there's people breaking into your house, go shoot them.
Yeah, nothing.
Like 90% of other games out there.
Yeah, really.
Right? And they also, because of the height difference, I really felt like I'm looking up at the world. And I felt kind of powerless.
Yeah.
This is your everyday.
This is my everyday.
Wow.
Except minus the powerless feeling.
I have a new appreciation for your life.
Oh, just today at work, we did this around a vehicle because they could not see me over the car, and I did not know that they were walking this as I was walking that way. So it happens to me quite often. Yeah.
You know that the never-ending discussion in the PSVR without Parole Discord server has been you.
No, I did not know that.
Been you and how the hell we're going to do episodes without you going off topic. And I'm like, I have no idea. I have no idea how this is going to go. So I'm
I gotta
really
be like
curious.
a horse with those things, you know?
With the blinders?
The blinders, like the horse, yeah.
Again, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ever seen the horses do the... I'm
Not
doing
really.
it, though.
Yeah, some things never change. I have no idea what you're talking about, as always.
Yeah.
All right. So a couple things about this, right? Mm-hmm. So it's a stealth sort of, as you said, psychological thriller.
Yeah.
And you're a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You have a little sister.
Yeah.
2 parents.
Yeah.
And then 3 intruders break into the house.
Yeah.
Now, this is sort of where the gameplay loop begins.
Yeah.
Right? So it's sort of like, so your sister, I forget her name.
Irene? I think it was Irene, right?
Was it Irene?
I believe it was.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I tried to ignore her as much as possible. I tried to ignore all the other characters as much as possible.
Coughing. She kept coughing. I know she's got some disease.
She's dying.
Is it a real disease or a made-up one?
It was hard to care because she was annoying.
She was a little annoying.
I mean, and it's rude to say that.
It is a little rude.
But she's not real, so I think it's okay.
It is okay.
Okay.
It's a loophole, and to be mean, it's like sick, dying girl. She's not real.
But she is on your walkie-talkie.
Yes.
And she's kind of like, in this game, she's sort of like the Meryl of Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah,
right? She's kind of like in your headset the whole time.
Snake! Yeah, she
Right?
very much is.
So being like, yo, get to the kitchen and turn off mom's cell phone that's vibrating.
Yeah.
You get to the study and use dad's computer. Mm-hmm. And so wherever you are, you have to bring up the map.
Yeah.
And go, well, I'm here. I have to get to here and not be seen.
Yeah.
Thank you, Meryl.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's sort of the whole game.
That's it. That's the game.
Yeah. So the game starts off and you're in the car.
Yes.
Mom and dad are in the front seat. Sister's in the passenger seat with you or in the back seat with you.
Mm-hmm.
And the voice acting is,
Pretty poor.
I mean, can we just say awful?
It is awful.
And it's not just the delivery of the lines.
No.
It's the lines themselves.
Oh, all of it.
The father at one point says, "I wish I could invent a pill that would make you listen to me."
I know. Right?
What?
Yeah.
What? Like, that is, what?
Cut to the chase. Be like, will you shut the fuck up? You know what I mean? Like, but I wish I invented it. And he laughs about it. And then the mother's like, oh, you're too mean. You know, it's so awkward. It is.
Now, in all fairness,
Yeah.
I did an interview with Jorge Denares from Tessera Studios. He was the programmer over there.
Yeah.
Amazing dude.
Yeah.
It was like, honestly, if you're curious to know stuff about this game, like a lot of behind the scenes stuff, things that didn't make it into the final game, watch that interview. He was so entertaining to listen to.
Yeah.
You know, because he was very, very open. Like, oh, we had this idea and this idea. And at first it was kind of like Home Alone. You throw marbles out. And then I was like, oh,
really?
Cool. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So cool. So go check out that interview. But also, this team, it was basically 11 people thrown together at random, like that. We're all in the same master's program.
Yeah, I remember we did we do a theater once about this a long time back? Because I remember when reading about it, they were the Spanish team, the master's program, you know, people, and it was like an end of the master's project.
Yeah.
Then ended up being a game, and they ended up being a team.
Right. And so things like, since they were a Spanish team,
Yeah.
I would be very curious to know, like if any of our native Spanish speakers out there,
Yeah.
you know, if anybody played through with the Spanish language track,
Yeah.
and felt that the voiceovers are great, because the as a Spanish speaking team, you know, they didn't have the luxury. And of course, with the budget that they were working with, they didn't have the luxury to make sure that every single language track sounded absolutely perfect.
Right. And they probably had an hour to record all of the voices, so they're like, you know, the takes were just the takes. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm very curious to know, like, how the Spanish, like, original voiceover sound. But needless to say, the English dub.
Even the main character, she or he, the voice actor, reminded me of like the old 80s cartoons where it would be a female doing a male voice and it would have that slight tweak to a sound effect ish to it. Because like his voice, sometimes I didn't know if it was me, the 13-year-old, or the mother. Honestly, sometimes the voice acting was so close, you know?
Yeah. Overall, it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
So that's it. And I think the character models.
Animations are weird. The sister, when looking over, when you're sitting in the car there, her legs, very awkward.
Very
the
awkward.
whole thing, she must be this tall.
She looks like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
And which is very strange. And when the mom first turns around and looks at you,
Creepy.
very creepy. It looks like she had like botched
They
plastic
Live.
surgery.
Yeah, I felt like my glasses were from They Live, and I could see like no flesh on her.
There you go.
know? And then, I won't get to it.
Well, no. So then you finally get to the house.
Yeah.
And you get to explore the house.
Yeah.
DualShock 4 only.
Yes.
Right. So no move support, which obviously sometimes kills the immersion a little bit.
Sure.
You're just playing it like a video game.
Yep.
But the house looks
Great.
so damn good.
Yes.
That these characters are so out of place.
Yeah.
Right?
I want that house to be real, first of all.
Unbelievable.
It is awesome.
Yeah. And actually it's the perfect video game house too.
Yeah.
Like, they must have put a lot of thought into this because there's definitely a couple different ways to get from place to place.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to go the long route, then then maybe you can avoid
makes
danger.
sense.
And it does.
Yeah.
It does. And it's just fun to explore.
Yeah.
Because it is so, and it's fairly interactive. I'm not gonna say it's like totally interactive. There's tons of stuff on shelves you can't pick up.
Yeah.
But there's also stuff you can pick
Couple
up and
things.
but it seems random.
Very random. Like I think in the beginning there was like, what do they call those? I mean, some sort of a clipper.
Like bolt cutters.
Bolt cutter.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Bolt cutters. And you could pick those up. So I'm like, oh, it's this type of game.
Yeah.
Then I realized I just had to put them back down. It's like one of the only things you could pick up.
Yeah, and anything you can pick up, like a Rubik's Cube. You pick it
I
up,
didn't
you
pick
can
that.
you can spin it around, and then you put it back down. You're like, what am I picking these things up for?
I know.
Right? Like it
Figure for distraction, throw it and have them be like, what was that?
Something.
And go that way.
something, but you can't pick up anything.
No.
In fact, when we were talking about the kind of like the mission structure, like the sister, radios in, says, go get mom's cell phone.
Yeah.
You run to the kitchen and you stop it from vibrating.
I'm like, oh, I'm trying to get it.
Trying to take it with you.
Yeah.
Instead, they tell you, okay, now go hide.
Yeah.
And so you go hide and you watch the story play out, and you can't take the phone with you.
Right? I know. And it was like, if I was a kid, I would not mute it and then grab the phone. I'd be like, ah,
Right.
and then I fucking run and hide, you know?
Exactly. Same thing with Dad's computer. Right?
Yes.
You go to get Dad's computer. You don't have the password for it.
Yeah.
So instead of taking the computer
The laptop,
with you,
yeah.
the laptop, right?
Fold
It's not
it.
a desktop.
No.
It's a laptop.
Yeah.
So instead of taking it with you and going to find the password,
Yeah.
you leave it there, go find the password, and have to come all the way back.
Right.
It's like on the other side of the house.
And it's like, I don't know if they did that because that's what some fucking idiot 13-year-old Ben would do, or if that's like they just wanted the game.
Ben seems kind of smart.
Well, yeah, he does.
He
a little
seems
bit.
a lot smarter than I was at 13.
Oh my god.
Most people are smarter than I was at 13. Most people.
Well, you didn't go outside till you were 17.
I still haven't gone outside.
It's not much.
No,
Yeah.
it's disappointing at
Yeah.
best. So the house is amazing.
Yes, it is.
But but doing this mission structure over and over, and every single time you complete something and go hide and then watch the story play out, the second you come out of that hiding spot,
Yeah.
I mean, seconds later you get that radio transmission.
Yeah.
And go find this, go do
Predictable
this.
routine that you went through.
Right.
But I gotta say, none of the quests, if you will, or what they had you do was convoluted. Would that be the correct word?
Sure.
It all made sense. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it all unfolded like you would think it would. It wasn't like, oh, we need toilet paper to wipe that up. Go get that quick. And you know what I mean? It was laptop, then password, then go unlock the laptop. Then it was to go to fucking the room. And you know what I mean? It all made sense to unfold the story. Either it depended on how well you were at hiding so quickly or it took forever.
Also, pre-designated hiding spots.
Yes.
Kind of irritating.
Right?
Like, why can't you just hide?
So Ben's smarter than the 3 intruders because never once do they ever look into anything unless they see you going into it.
Right.
You know?
And at the beginning, when they give you the kind of the tutorial,
Yeah.
there's that shaking of the DualShock 4.
Where was that again?
Did it ever pop back up?
Never for me.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't remember ever seeing that again.
And I was in every hiding spot like, okay, I'm gonna shake it and I'm gonna fucking crush it.
So just to tell everyone,
Yeah.
during the tutorial, the very beginning of the game, the first time you hide, like it's just again tutorial, so you're hiding from your sister. You're playing like hide and go seek.
Yeah.
And so as she's walking by your hiding spot, the message pops up. It's like, make sure you shake the controller.
Yeah.
In sync with your heartbeat.
Heartbeat.
Dunk,
Yeah.
dunk, dunk, dunk,
Yeah.
dunk. And that way you won't
Remain calm. You calm yourself
won't
down.
make a noise.
Yeah.
Right. Never
Nothing.
again. Never again.
That was it.
That was so. I feel like that was a bug.
It was almost like they put it in, just be like, that's not in the game, but we really need filler. Just leave it in there.
Right.
It's like that onion ring in your fries. You know what I mean?
It's
leave it in.
like the onion ring in your fries.
Yeah.
Would you play this on a flat screen?
No.
No. Neither would I. I feel like VR is this game's saving grace.
That's what they got right. Yeah. I mean, like, as I'm playing this game and sneaking along walls, I am in my chair, like I'm like trying to hug corners, and I'm like, wow, this game's got it in that sense. Like, what's behind me, looking around, they turn around, I'm like, gotta go. And they're very predictable patterns that they go. You know when to go.
Sure.
But for God's sakes, man, I had that feeling, just keep going, and like ducking around and looking around the corners and stuff. So that 13-year-old perspective worked great for that, like where you could almost see over tables. You kind of had to like peek around. It was easy to look under tables.
I love peeking around stuff. I peeked around every corner before I took the turn.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great sensation of just like, pure fear. And like,
yeah.
And it doesn't help that there's like, a thunderstorm going on with lightning flashing.
Right.
It just adds to the...
Which, in this game,
yeah.
I don't think they've ever heard the term lightning never strikes twice in the same spot. Because do you remember at the end?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
lightning.
No spoilers,
lightning.
But it was very predictable lightning crashing.
Yeah, all in the same spot.
Yeah. How long did it take you to beat it?
I don't even know if it was 2 hours.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Okay. I think it took me 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
There's a second ending, an alternate ending. Ooh. You can reload your save game. You can reload your save game.
Yeah.
And then go check out the other ending. You don't have to ever replay the game.
Because I didn't do that. I want to check out the other ending.
It takes like another 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So it really doesn't add a ton of like replayability. Sure. You just go, oh, well, now that I've beaten the game, let me go check out the other ending.
Yeah.
All right, cool, I guess. And, and neither one is awesome, and to be completely honest. I do like that this game gets pretty dark. Like,
it does.
It's like surprisingly so.
It does.
Yeah. And obviously we don't want to ruin anything for you, but man,
I do though. But yes, I won't.
Right. As a fan of horror games, I was glad that as you progressed, the game didn't seem to ever really back off when you thought that it might.
No.
You know, there's a lot of implied brutality.
Yeah.
Which is great. And that, you know, you hear somebody getting the shit beat out of them.
And you can never quite see it.
Can't really see
Which
it.
I tried to. I kept crawling around the vents to see if I could get a better perspective.
You're like, am I in the wrong place right now?
Yeah.
Like, but it's perfect because you're in the right place.
Yeah.
They want you to
Scramble and wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want you to go, man, something awful is happening, and it's actually worse because you can't see it.
Yes.
And then like they kind of start letting you see things, and it gets real creepy real fast.
And his guest appearance by Barrett from Final Fantasy VII, right? That's Barrett, isn't it? I don't know how they got him in the game.
I mean, yeah, that's him.
100%, right?
Didn't even think about that.
Second I saw him, I'm like, wow, yeah.
It's totally Barrett.
It's wicked. Yeah, it's Barrett, 100%.
What do you think? Should we rate the sucker?
I think so.
All right, what's our rating scale?
All right, one if you absolutely got to buy this thing.
You need to get it
now.
Great game.
2 is like, it's good to add to your library, maybe if it's on sale, you know, good deal, something like that.
Yeah.
3, no fucking way. Don't want it.
Yeah. And I think Des and I were always a little too elitist with our 1s and a little too harsh with our 3s.
Okay.
I would like to, from this point on, since we're, you know, you're new.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would to say I'd like to give 1s out to games that deserve it.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have to be the best of the best.
Yeah.
But they can just be great games that we think you should play.
Sure.
And I think 3s should be obviously for total trash.
Yeah.
And for stuff that like don't waste your time.
Like if Jumanji did come out.
Like if Jumanji came out.
That'd probably be a 3.
Right. Like because there are games that have decent graphics and good controls.
Yeah.
But man, they're just no fun.
No.
And so if they're no fun, then they're probably a 3, and you shouldn't waste your time.
Yeah.
Because Hear It Without Parole, we consider your time just as valuable as your money.
Very valuable.
That'd be a great commercial.
Right? Right, yeah.
Hear It Without Parole.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you going to rate this sucker?
I'm going 2.
Yeah.
I'm definitely saying this is a 2 because, all right, $20, that's a little heavy.
Yep.
I think for this game, especially for the amount of time, and not because I don't think it's a bad game at all. I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yep.
I just think for that $20, it should be longer, but I think if it was longer, then it would start to be not that great of a game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think too much of what we were doing would make it a little bit like, all right, when's this going to be over?
Yeah.
It was the right amount of time.
Yeah, if they made it longer, they'd have to mix up the gameplay variety.
A little bit, yeah. Marbles, those marbles.
Yeah,
would have to be in there.
Eventually at the end, you'd have to find an Uzi, and your dad's
Yeah, yeah.
Be like,
Just
okay,
unload.
I got this covered.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like suddenly it's aim compatible.
Ben, just fucking shooting bullets everywhere.
For sure.
Done.
Intruders too.
Yeah, yeah. Ben's revenge.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna follow suit. I'm gonna say 2. It's a solid 2. Maybe a
2. Wait, you couldn't do a 2.9 because that's almost a 3.
It's a very high 2.
1.9.
It's very, yeah. Here's the thing. Obviously, I love scary movies. I love scary video games. You know, in this, I love that we're doing this right now because I promised everyone we do scary games for the whole month of October. This is September 30th, so this is sort of a good segue into because it's not
a horror like you know.
It's not, but it's creepy.
It's creepy.
It's definitely psychological.
Tension. It's very a lot of tension.
Definitely
I felt
has
it.
tension.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great, and here's what I love about this, and I think I really implied this quite a bit in my original review. You start off in the house, and it's daytime. And they really do seem to give you time to like explore the house at your leisure.
Yep.
You know, go to every room if you want to. Go pick up all the objects and go kind of like find where's your room, where's your sister's room.
Speaking of which, at dinner.
Yeah.
You set the table, right?
Yeah. It's like
then dinner's
heavy
over,
rain.
and it was a couple pieces of pizza, and I want to
So
be like,
hungry.
"What the fuck you talking about? You made dinner. You got a pizza
There was a pizza box on the counter.
on the counter, and 2 pieces untouched on the middle, and on my plate there was a whole piece too."
Did you notice on her tablet before dinner, she was reading an article, How to Make Homemade Pizza.
No, I didn't.
Apparently, she had given up and just called the pizza place.
Oh man.
Right, so this just looks too hard.
Oh
Yeah.
There was several things like that I noticed too, but not that one. I cannot recall what they were, but they were so like, what the fuck?
Hey.
Like, I mean, he's got to name the place he works at while he's on the phone in his car.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, won't burn down while I am on vacation.
Yeah.
And then, we just had a pit. And then Charles, or whatever the fuck his father's name is, stop time. We had pipes fixed or whatever. Like, they had to let you know there was something done at the house.
Right.
I mean, they didn't need to say that, but they're just unfolding the story.
Sure.
In a very obvious way.
Very obvious.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they let you explore the house.
Yeah.
During the daytime.
Yeah.
Before anything gets scary, before anything gets wonky.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of start taking ownership of this house. You're like, oh, this is my house. This is where I
Yeah.
live. You wake up, and even when your sister's calling, coughing,
Yeah.
and she's like, come to my room through the terrace.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll get there. I want to check out my room first.
Yeah, right.
And so like I'm really enjoying this house as my own house. And so when the intruders came, I really did start feeling like these are people that are invading my house.
Yeah.
And I think more than anything, the developers did a great job of saying, this is your house.
Yeah.
And like, you've got to take it back.
They did a great job of making you learn the layout without really knowing you were learning the layout.
Yeah.
So as the game got towards the end, when they said, you need to go to the garage, you didn't really even need to look on the map to know where the fucking garage was.
Right.
You knew where to go.
Exactly.
I'm not taking those stairs. Those lead to the nowhere area, whatever. There was like the whole... They did a really good job.
It did.
Yeah.
There are some collectible puzzle pieces if you really feel like, getting every bit of game.
Did you get all puzzle pieces?
I don't know. I don't think I did because I started a new game when I played it again for this review.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember. I saved over my first game. So I don't remember if I got all of them my first time around.
I wonder if it actually makes an image and how many
Maybe.
pieces. I think I only got like 4. I didn't really hunt for them.
That's the problem. Yeah. I kind of forgot that they existed until I
did
ran into
too.
one. I was like, oh, there's one.
Yeah,
I'll grab
I'm
it.
like, I gotta get those.
Yeah. But yeah, a solid 2 in a great way to kick off Halloween month.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yep.
Jeremy, thank you so much for being here and for
Thank you for having me.
and for filling in Dez's absence.
Mm-hmm.
I say filling in, but you're just the new co-host of Why We Love PSVR.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm back on the
very excited.
this side of the camera.
Yeah, if you want some more behind the scenes stuff, we're about to film a litter box that will air last week. It's just how this works. I'm sorry.
Last week.
That's right. And that's it, man. We're gonna be talking about scary games all month long, and
Yep.
I'm very, very excited to do it.
My favorite. They scare the shit out of me, especially in VR. Even the persistence. I was screaming like a little baby.
You're the anti-Dez.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I get frightened like easily. I'm like a goat.
He's like a goat. Keep that in mind.
Right.
All right, that about does it for another episode of Why We Love PlayStation VR. As always, let us know what other games you want us to play. The list is long; it gets longer, and now that we can play, and we're just actually everything's on the list now. So yeah,
Yeah.
this is gonna be
No motion sickness.
It's gonna be an insane year. So wish us luck.
Yep.
Also, what did you think of Intruders Hide and Seek? Let us know in the comments. I don't know if anyone's going to give this a 1. I think 2 is a very, very solid one.
Oh yeah, easily.
For another episode of Why We Love PlayStation VR, I'm Brian Paul.
And I'm Sofa King or Jeremy
Do
King?
whatever the hell you want.
Either one.
And we'll see you next week.